Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to simplify radicals in math. This will be a super easy tutorial, so let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, I have 3 different radicals. They're going to be simplified in the same way, but are going to produce sort of vastly different types of answers. So I tried to give you one of each type of answer, just to make it easier for you to understand. We have the 6th square root of 64, we have the 3rd square root of 96, and then we have the simple square root of 48. There's no number on the outside, but it implies that a number 2, because when you have a square root, it's a number 2 there, but we just sort of leave it as a square root and we know that it's there in our imagination. So let's start off with the 6th square root of 64. You want to essentially continue bringing these numbers down until you're left with only prime numbers, which are numbers that can only be divided by 1 in themselves. Okay, so we're going to see what multiplies together to give us 64. And excuse my hand because I'm trying to work around the tripod right now. So the 6th square root of 64, we can do 2 times 32. Okay, so I'm going to sort of do branches, and it's 2 times 32. Okay, and then 2 is a prime number, so we leave that alone. And then on this branch, we have what multiplies to give us 32 would be 2 times 16. So we're going to do 2 and 16. The 2 is a prime number as well. To get to 16, we have 2 times 8. So 2 times 8, that 2 is a prime number as well. Let's move the paper up a bit. Okay, and then for the 8, we have 2 times 4. So 2 times 4. Okay, and then the 2 is a prime number as well. And then for the 4, we have 2 times 2. So we're going to bring 2 and 2 right over there. So what we're looking for are this number, the 6. So we're looking for a pair of 6, or I should say a combination of 6 of the same number, of the same prime numbers at the ends of the branches. So what we have here is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them all together. Because we have 6 of them, we just write that number once. Okay, so our answer is going to be equals 2. Okay, so it's 2. Because we have 6 of them, we just write that number once. It's really easy. Okay, now for the 3rd square root of 96, we're going to do the same thing. So I always like to see if I can sort of divide the number by 2. So we have 2 times 48 gives us 96. So 2 times 48. Okay, 2 is a prime number. For 48, we then have 2 times 24. 2 times 24. 2 is a prime number as well. We then have 2 times 12. Okay, so we're just continuing to do this. 2 times 12. Okay, continuing down, we have 2 times 6. This is pretty much the easiest way to do it. So we have 2 times 6 over there. And then over here, we have 3 times 2. Okay, and these are both prime numbers over here, so we stop there. So now we're looking for groups of 3 of the same number. Okay, so as you can see here, we have, in looking at the number 2, we have 1, 2, 3 of them right there. And then we only have 2 2s and a 3 left over. There's no more groups of 3. So essentially what we're going to do now is the group of 3 goes on the outside of the square root. So we're going to put a 2 here because there's a group of 3 2s. Okay, and then we're going to have the square root sign, and on the inside of the square root, on the right side of the inside, we are going to multiply the other numbers that are remaining. So we have 2 times 3 and times 2 again. So I'll make it easy to understand. 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 is 4, and then 4 times 3 is 12, so that's going to give us 12. So we bring down the 2 that was originally there, put the square root sign, and then 12 goes on the inside. That's our answer for that, okay? Lastly, we have a simple square root of 48 over here. This one will be nice and quick. So 48 is like 8 times 6, just off the top of my head, 8 times 6, okay? And then for the 8, we can do 4 times 2. For the 6, we can do 3 times 2. Now the 3 and the 2 are already a prime number. This 2 is also already a prime number. So just for the 4, we're going to have 2 times 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look for groups, double groups, pairs I should say, not double groups, but pairs of a number. So you can see right here we have a pair of 2s over here. We also have another pair of 2s over here, and then we have a 3 remaining. So for this time, because we have 2 pairs of 2s on the outside of the square root, it's going to be 2 times 2. So we're going to do 2 times 2 on the outside of the square root. On the inside of the square root sign, we're going to have the remaining number, which is 3. Doesn't get multiplied by anything because it's the only one remaining. 2 times 2 is 4. That goes on the outside. The square root we bring down, and then a 3 on the inside. Done deal. And that's basically it. That is how to simplify radicals in math. A super easy tutorial. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.